Hello, and welcome. Welcome to my channel, Sacred Spiritual Source. How is everyone doing? I'm Spiritual Priscilla. Welcome to my line. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I dive deep into spirit, as you guys can see. On the topic for tonight, we are going to spirit talk. We're going to talk a little bit about spirit and what the universe has in store for us, and pretty much diving into why it's important to connect with the universe and watching out for signs, and also learning more about your abilities, your gifts, because each and every one of us have gifts. It's all about learning, practicing, understanding our gifts, understanding ourselves. So when we understand ourselves, then more so it'll be easier for us to connect with spirit. It's amazing. Like, it's really, really interesting. So we're going to dive deep into really talking about spirit, really kind of getting to know of looking out for signs, numbers. We're going to dive deep into, how they connect with us, how spirit connects with us, because that all dives deep into opening up ourselves as a spiritual individual, really understanding what the universe is and who they are and why they play an important role in our life right now. So I really welcome you guys to tap in. Let's tap into spirit. How is everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome to my channel, Sacred Spiritual Source. I'm really excited to dive deep with you. How is everyone doing? I'm going to clear the energy space. If you guys would love some energy, you're more than welcome to be open to receiving my energy. I am just going to cleanse and release and remove any energy that does not fit with us tonight. I ask for protection. I'm going to send you guys healing. How is everyone doing tonight? As you are open to receive healing, please close your eyes, take a deep breath, and really feel my energy, feel my protection and the strength. How is everyone doing tonight? Welcome to my channel. I am Spiritual Priscilla. Tonight we are going to dive deep into spirit. As you guys can see the topic, we are going to spirit talk and really dive deep into spirituality and how it plays an important life for us each day. All of us have gifts. All of us are aware of spirit. We know spirit. We know the universe. The question is how we connect with spirit and how we received the guidance. You understand? So let's really talk about one second. Mm-hmm. Can you guys hear me okay? How is everyone doing? Welcome to Sacred Spiritual Source. Let me know if you can hear me okay. In the comments below, how is everyone doing? I welcome you to Sacred Spiritual Source. As I said, I have different things that we're going to dive into. As you guys can see at the top, spirit talk, we're going to dive deep into spirit and really understand spirit and universe. So we're pretty much going to talk about, what is the universe like? Why is the universe here? Spirit, we're going to really talk about, most importantly, communicating with spirit and understanding ourselves, to be able to communicate with our higher self and with spirit. How is everyone doing? If you like this live, feel free to like this live, subscribe. We are going to dive deep into spirit. We're going to do a couple things. And it's I'm a spiritual medium, so I also do readings as well. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to check out my website, sacredspiritualsource.com. Feel free to check out my page, my website. I'm very open to diving deep with spirit. So really, let's really talk about you. Everyone has a spiritual gift ability. It is up to you whether you would like to understand more of your, connecting with your spirit guide, with your higher self. And then from there, only you can be aware to receiving your guided messages. messages, different forms of communication from spirit. Whether or not it's, numbers, you're seeing, multiple numbers, you are receiving, messages through the radio station, through music. It's a lot of different things that you can, receive from spirit, different ways. Hi, how are you? Okay, so we are going to answer your question. Will you reach your goal this year? Okay. All right. So we are going to answer the question. Can I get your name? And then we can kind of dive deep and specifically ask Spirit your question. All right. And then how is everyone doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Welcome to my channel. Welcome. Much love and light to you guys. I'm here to help guide you, to offer you all the guidance you need and assistance. We are going to answer questions. How is everyone doing? As you guys can see, I do have a clear quartz pendulum, and you guys are more than welcome to ask a yes or no question. All you will have to do is like this live, or you can also subscribe and let me know in the comments, and we can dive deep and answer your questions, as we, speak about spirit tonight. As I said, you guys can read the top, Spirit Talk. We are going to dive deep with spirituality and really understand our gifts, and we're going to talk about the different types of gifts. So for you, BLTN, can I get your name? And then we can specifically ask Spirit your question. Also, you guys are more than welcome to write down your initials. If you don't want to say your name, that's okay. For your protection, you can always write down your initials. How is everyone doing on this Saturday night? Welcome to my live. Welcome to Sacred Spiritual Source. We're going to tap in and dive deep with spirit. It's amazing to communicate with spirit, talk about spirit. Like, it's amazing. There's no harm in it. All right. So we are going to ask, will BLTN reach their goals this year of 2026? All right. Will BLTN, all right. So this is for Anthony. We'd like to know, will Anthony reach his goals this year of 2026 spirit? Will Anthony reach his goal this year of 2026? Okay, so when the pendulum is moving forward and backwards, that is a straight yes. So spirit saying yes, it definitely is. It will. Put in effort, you put in the work in. I definitely see yes. It's lots of positive energy coming from this pendulum. And the spirit is swinging very, 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 like, it's swinging by. So definitely yes. That's a big yes for you, Anthony. Thank you so much. So spirit saying yes. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm getting a yes for you, Anthony. All right, the spirit saying yes. You definitely will reach your goals this year. I definitely see lots of improvements, finances changing. I definitely feel a lot of hard work putting into your goals. Thank you, guys. If you guys have a question, you're more than welcome to answer the question below. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and you're more than welcome to comment below. So yeah, definitely, as I said, spirit communicates with us in different forms, and a lot of times, the most I just see is, for instance, my experience is lots of numerology, like numbers, like double digits, and then also triple digits, so it's definitely a lot of communication going on there. You also receive communication through, as I said, radio stations, music, songs, smells, and, depending on the gift that you have. The first, like, if you receive any type of communication before, the first sign you probably see is always going to be the type of gift that you have. For instance, if you see numbers, you have more of a clairvoyance, more of a vision. You can see and visualize, understand the communication through seeing what spirit's showing you. As I said, with numbers, you can kind of understand, like, right away, validate that spirit's just letting you know, hey, we're here for you, letting you know, we're here to support you through every way, every step that you ask us. As long as you ask us, we're here to guide you. We're here to let you know that, we're not leaving your side. So that's kind of another way, also to the audience, the ability to hear spirit through, you may have, let's say, your ears may ring. So that's another form of your communication, letting you know that, hey, you're riding on the same frequency of spirit in the moment. Your awareness is heightening in that moment. So that's kind of another way. The audience is more of the ability to hear spirit through sound, frequency, through voices too. You may also hear voices. So though that's your way of communicating with spirit and receiving their messages is through the audience. Another way that you can communicate with spirit that you may have the ability is also clairsentience. So if you're an empath, for instance, if you're an empath, you have the ability to feel and other people's emotions, but you can feel everything, shifting, what I'm saying, in a room. So it definitely, that's another gift that you may have. As I said, you can practice using these like other people if they are spiritually open with you, allowing you to, practice on each other. So that's pretty much another gift. Like I said, there's different things that spirit can, communicate with you. Clairgustance is another one. Clairgustance is the ability to taste something familiar from a past loved one or someone that you may know, and it's just like a memory through taste, food, or through taste of different things that they want you to kind of symbolize that is them. So that's another gift that, you may have. So there's different ways that you can communicate with spirit. It's like, by practicing with others, using different types of tools. And it's, it's really understanding yourself. So once you understand yourself and you're aware of spirit, you kind of have, in your gut, which is your intuition. When something's not right or when something is right, or, when spirit is right there, spiritually with you. Or it could be a loved one, as I said. So it's really all about understanding yourself and your abilities, and it's just how you take from that. And it's amazing, as I said, it's amazing to understand spirituality and really, learn different parts of spirituality, the universe, and how it impacts you on your daily life. It's amazing. Anyway, so if you're interested, you are more than welcome to check out my website, sacredspiritualsource.com. You're more than welcome to book with me. I do all kinds of readings. If you are interested in a question reading below, feel free to subscribe and comment below your question. I'm really excited to read for you guys. And it just really helps me connect with you, each and every one of you. And I really do appreciate you guys hopping over and taking time to, check out my channel and just really check out my vibe. And if you, as I said, if you're interested, you're more than welcome to subscribe and to learn more about yourselves and to learn more about spirituality. And you can check out my channel. I have frequency videos. I also have affirmations. You guys can check out, and really different types of topics in my channel that will help you understand more about spirit, spirituality. And it's awesome. How is everyone doing? And I really appreciate each and every one of you. We are going to clear the energy in the space. If you are open, all you have to do is close your eyes and really kind of remove and release any negative energy that you have. Just kind of bring in the good. I'm sending much love. I'm sending protection towards each and every one of you, because it is important to protect your energy. Protect your energy from external sources, people, environments. It's very, 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 it definitely impacts your state of being within the moment. How is is everyone from? Welcome to my line. Welcome. Really excited to see you guys. It's amazing to be able to be here and explain more about spirituality and diving deep with spirit. I love for me it's an amazing experience. Diving deep with spirit. If you guys have a question, you guys are more than welcome to comment below. All you have to do is subscribe, and you guys are more than welcome to, as I said, you guys can, chat about spirituality. If you have any questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask below in the comments. How is everyone doing? Welcome to my line. Welcome. Where are you guys from? I'm also going to be doing a collective reading for you guys. Just a general collective. If you guys are interested, you guys are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. If you have a question, you guys are more than welcome to comment below your question. And pretty much stay tuned for this collective reading, tonight. Because it's amazing, connecting with spirit. As I said, it definitely, like I said, it's a huge impact on our daily lives. And I think it's important to understand more, spirit and understanding the universe and knowing that you are the universe. You are, you're literally, your purpose here is to elevate and to shift your awareness and to just excel in this lifetime. How is everyone doing? What do you guys want to know? I would like to speak to you guys. What do you guys think, chat? What do you know about spirituality, and have you ever experienced anything close to spirit? Whether or not you see, numbers, whether you see something paranormal or anything like that. What are your experiences in regards to spirituality, and if do you know your gifts? How is everyone doing? If you guys have a question, you guys are more than welcome to comment below. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel, and you guys are more than welcome to ask your question. I have a few things as well. I have this clipboard pendulum. This answers yes or no questions. If you're looking for straight yes or no, you guys are more than welcome to comment below your yes or no question, and we can answer below. How is everyone doing? Where are you from? It's really good to see you guys tonight. Let me know what your plans tonight, and really understand what you guys can tell me. Ask me any questions in regards to spirit, spirituality, and what have you experienced anything recently? How is everyone doing? Welcome to my channel. Welcome. As I said, you guys are interested in learning more about spirituality and wanting to get a reading. You guys are more than welcome to check out my website, spirituital.I. Also, check out my YouTube channel, Sacred Spiritual Source, where you can see affirmations, frequencies, and different types of topics in regards to spirituality. You guys are more than welcome to check that out. How is everyone doing? All right. I'm actually going to be pulling a card for you guys for the collective as a whole. If this resonates with you, please do let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be pulling one card for you guys, so stay tuned. I'm going to be pulling a card from my Light Switch Tarot. As you guys can see, I definitely love this. I love this deck. It's amazing. be pulling the card for you guys, okay? As I said, if this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. I will be pulling the card for the collective for tonight, Saturday night. We are going to see what is the guided message that you guys need to know on this live. Let's take a look and pull a card. Spirit's already ready to communicate with them. All right. We have the Page of Swords. If you guys can see, all right. So the Page of Swords is really telling us to study. Really, as I said, in this topic tonight, we're going to dive deep more into understanding your path and your purpose in this life. Page of Swords is telling us to really research, study. If you really want to work hard for something, or like as far as like connecting with spirit, there's so many things you can do, different resources, okay? So Page of Swords is telling us to learn. We never stop learning. Learn and study. Study what you really are wanting to know and really, really understand that, it takes a lot of effort and time to research and to learn about spirit and universe and how it works. So this is just telling you to keep studying, keep working hard. Okay, it's mostly speaking about studying and really understanding. Keep reading, keep going into, what it is you're wanting to, do and reach. Okay, swords. If you guys can understand, the Page of Swords is also speaking about. It has to do with your mental. Okay, it has to do with your understanding, your strength. You have to. I feel more so of learning about, just really, really diving deep, reading, learning about yourself, okay? Can you guys see? Okay? So really getting out of your comfort zone, all right? Stepping into a new chapter, stepping into the spiritual path and studying yourself, okay? Only then you can understand fully your purpose in this lifetime. Okay, and you can see this woman. She is walking on it looks like a rope connected from one cliff to another. So it's really talking about kind of stepping in, taking steps, take little steps by learning more, more and more, researching more about what it is you're really wanting to, cover. I think this is more, it has to do more so with staying in touch with yourself. As I said, staying in touch with spirit, with your higher self. So really diving deep into yourself. Okay, learning more about yourself. So let me know if that resonates with you. That is the collective reading for tonight. Let me know if this resonates with you. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have a question, you guys are more than welcome to comment below. All you have to do is subscribe. And, as I said, you can check out my page, my channel. I touch base on all different aspects of spirituality. You can comment below if you have a question or what would you like to discuss. How is everyone doing? Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right. How is everyone doing? Where are you from? Are you enjoying the night? What's your purpose? What is your purpose on this life? Do you know your purpose? And also, it's just more so, as I said, protect your energy. It's really important to protect your energy. Only that will also help you too on your path. And the universe, spirit will remove people and things that don't serve you around you. As long as you protect your energy and understand, more of, what your path is. I think it takes a lot of effort, and as I said, with the card pulling, Page of Swords, purpose, just really studying hard, really understanding yourself and your higher self, spirit. doing? Welcome to my live. Welcome, welcome. If you guys have a question, you guys are more than welcome to comment below. We are speaking about spirit. We are talking about spiritual. So anything that you would like to know in regards to spirituality, you're more than welcome to comment below. I'm really interested in diving deep topics with you guys. If you guys have a preference in a certain topic you would like to talk about, and I said I've been really down with spirit since I was young, maybe about 8 or 9 when I had my first experiences. I was really questionable, and so that pretty much took place. The important thing that really kind of touched me was a visitation from my grandmother first. So that was my first appearance. Was my grandmother? She appeared in my dream. Uh, it felt like I was there at her funeral, but it was more so of a memory of, her passing. And I was, in this dream, I was a little girl. I was maybe 4 or 5, and I was really leaning over on the casket. So I was watching my grandmother lean on the casket, and that's pretty much of where it started. So that's kind of like how I questioned the universe and spirit, like what's going on. So that pretty much started, So that was my first experience, and it was pretty interesting. And then from there forward, I knew that there was more. I knew that it was different. Spirit, like it was pretty interesting. If you guys have a question, you guys are more than welcome to comment below and touch base on what would you like in your, what interests you, what topics interest you guys. Let me know in the chat. It's pretty interesting. Like I said, everything is interesting, especially like I said, mediumship. I'm a spiritual medium, so I've had a lot of experiences with spirit from when I was young until now. I'm just gonna plan this space again. If you guys would love to feel my energy, you guys are more than welcome to be open to receive. Thank you guys for joining this live. Thank you for just really staying here and really understanding more of about spirituality and just spirit talk and just kind of watch, because that's I think that is important. Really dive into the spirit. It's like I say, it plays an important role. And you're gonna have some skeptics too. There's gonna be people out there that are like not wanting to hear, about spirituality and that path. Everybody has their own, opinions, which is fine. But I touch base on the truth and the, like experience too. Understanding of who we are as a spiritual being. It's amazing. It's an amazing changing life experience. Everyone, including you, is going to go through like each phases. I do believe we go through phases in our spiritual journey. So you have the beginning phase, and then you have, highs. It's just amazing. It's more of a transformation. It's amazing. How is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing on this Saturday night? I'm really glad that you guys are here. And if you wanted to know more about spirituality or wanting a reading, you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel, and also to, as I said, check out my website. guys are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel here and also check out my links, which is connected on my YouTube channel. How is everyone doing? All right, 1 second. All right, you guys, so we are going to end this live. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for joining my live. If you guys like this, feel free to like,